Hey guys, how's it going? It's Bobby Kryptonite here, and welcome to another Bobby K Bikes video. Today I'm going to be spraying the Grifter's mudguards and hopefully, maybe, fitting a new brake cable. So, first things first, I've got the bike up on the maintenance stand and I've got the wheels off. And like I said, wheels are looking pretty good. They're looking nice. But yeah, and it'll give me a chance to better clean the forks in and around there with the wheels off. But first things first, I've got to disconnect the brake calipers. Well, I've got to remove the brake calipers from here and here as part of getting the mudguard off. That's the only fitting stopping me from getting the front mudguard off, I think. I've never had the front mudguard off on this bike. I've had it for 5 years and I've not really done an awful lot to it. Rear mudguard, you've got a bit more to think about. You've got that little screw down in there, and then you've got the stays here, and then you've got that bolt there. And also it's a bit of a funny shape. It's indented there to fit around the forks, so that's also, it makes removing it difficult and putting it back on without scratching your new paint also pretty difficult. So without any further ado, let's get the mudguards off. Okay, I've actually done a lot since the last clip and kind of forgot to film. We've got the mudguards off, so that's what a grifter looks like without mudguards, sort of like a heavy BMX. And now I've got the mudguards over here, and I've sanded them down. I've sort of removed as many brush strokes as I can and got a nice smooth surface to paint on. I've not gone back to bare metal and then primered, just because this is really a lick and a promise. It's more of a smarten up than a restoration. And I've masked up the flares with masking tape, so we don't get any paint on them. That was slightly worse dented than it actually was, so I bashed that out. And so that's the three parts that are to be painted. This is the paint I'm using, Autotech Satin Black Spray Paint. It's about £4 from any good motor factor car part shop. So without any further ado, I'm going to spray these. Okay, so it started raining, so I had to put the mudguards inside. The front one's looking very nice, but the paint on the back ones had some sort of weird reaction. It looks horrible, so I'm going to have to sand it down and start again. But once the rain goes off, I'll put another coat on the front one. My parents have returned and my dad's got me a brake cable. I'm just going to use the inner to keep originality. I've left the outer in the old brake cable and I've pulled out the old inner, and I'm just going to feed the new inner through and connect it all up, and with any luck we'll have working brakes. Okay guys, here's the Grifter's front mudguard after 5 coats of satin with maybe 15 minutes drying time in between, and I think it's turned out really nice. It's not perfect, there's a couple of little blemishes like there and there, but I wasn't aiming for perfection, I was really just aiming for a bit of a spruce up. So we'll just leave that overnight, and tomorrow we'll whip off the masking tape and see how it looks. The rear guard didn't turn out quite so well. My dad's suggesting that the solvent wasn't evaporating quickly enough. It's got all crinkly there, so I'm going to sand this down and start again, maybe try and put another coat on tonight, and I'll keep you guys posted. Okay, so I've sanded down the mudguard again. You notice we've hit bare metal in a few areas, but I've scraped off some paint runs and I've sanded it and sanded down the crazing, so I think we're ready to apply another coat, and I've given it a wipe down with a moderately clean rag with some methylated spirits just to get any paint dust off of it. So we've got a nice clean surface to paint onto. If you're wondering what all the greenery is, it's because I'm using my garage as a spray booth because it's been raining today. Anyway, let's see if we can add another coat. Okay, she's done the exact same thing again. We've got nasty crazing and texture, so I don't know what's wrong. I think it's probably best if I just take this thing maybe even all the way back to bare metal and primer it and start from there, because this one's not responding at all well to the spray paint. The front responded, but I think it's perhaps because there's maybe different levels on this one, because a couple of years ago I actually sanded it and brush painted it, whereas I've never touched the front before. So the front's perhaps all the same level, so there's no weird patterns appearing on anywhere. So I think sanding it down and starting again is the best bet for this one. Anyway, I think I'm going to call it a day for this video, so I'll see you guys in the next one. Ta-bye.